I have a serious question for you guys once again. What the hell is going on with these female cops and these female teachers? It seems like every other week, every other day, there is a woman coming out that's been caught having sex with students or been caught having sex with police workers, her co-workers. Where is this thought process? Where is this coming from? Or has it always been there? Because I want you guys to comment below, right? Because I can't be the only one. There's been rumors at every high school about teachers sleeping with the students, right? Some of it was false, some of it was actually true. We never really truly know. The only ones that you know that were doing it were the ones that got fired. And even then, it could have been a lie or allegation. And I don't know what's more puzzling, because you got to understand something when it comes to this, right? I'm trying to stop saying right every 30 seconds or after every sentence. So y'all bear with me. So I'm trying to understand something. You have older women in their late 20s, 30s, and 40s sleeping with teenage men, teenage boys. Now, that is all kinds of messed up. Because if you know anything about women date up. So if she's 30, she's going to look for a guy that's 34. She's going to look for a guy that's 35, 30, 35, 40, 50. She's going to date up that has more money whatsoever, right? She's going to date up. Why would you date down? A guy that dates down, or a guy that's younger, especially a teenage boy, all he has to offer you is sex, literally, because he doesn't have anything else. He's living with his parents. When did the women become predators, or have they always been predators? We just haven't pointed it out until recently. It's getting to the point where when you have children interacting in these public institutions, right? Like school, you have to literally, in some schools, you can't even it ain't even safe for you to go to public school because they're learning so many different agendas. And then on top of the agendas, you got to worry about your son, teenage son and girl, for that fact, coming into interactions with teachers. We're living, our society is the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Some of the most debaucherous stuff, guys, from everything, just every news article, the stuff I've seen in person that's happening in this society correlates to the Sodom and Gomorrah, where the society is on the brink of collapse. There's nothing new that we haven't heard or haven't seen. It's just we're desensitized with crazy stories like this. right? To the point where we're like, oh, it's just another teacher. Oh, it's just another female cop. Oh, it's just another allegation. How do we correct this? Or do we correct it? Or can we correct it? These are the questions we have to ask ourselves. And do we even want to put our kids, our future kids, our future youth in these environments at all? And there's no outrage about this, right? There's no outrage from the men or the women, right? Because the men are gonna be like, well, you know, he's a little teenage boy, and you know, he had sex with an older woman. It's good for him. Meanwhile, if you were a teacher having sex with a teenage woman, they'd throw you under the jail. I don't understand the dudes, right? But on the flip side, the women are not saying anything either. They're not saying, hey, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. The society is not outraged about this, which means what? They don't care. Which means what? We might be heading to a point where this is normalized. If there's no consequences for your behavior, you're not going to change your behavior. And this guy just keeps coming back and forth. I don't know what he's doing, but he's an apartment maintenance guy. This is where we're going. And it's not getting better. It's getting worse. So do we play our cards a certain way based on how society is at the moment? Because unfortunately, the people that think like us, we're outnumbered. The average person does not think like this. And if they do think like this, they don't say anything, which is even worse. Because if you don't say anything about it, that means you agree with it. There's not enough people speaking up against this stuff where it matters. You guys comment below what your thoughts are on this particular subject. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe if you're a first-time viewer. I appreciate you coming in. Comment your thoughts below. Consider subscribing to the channel. Like the video. And if you guys want to support the channel, there's all different ways to support the channel in the description below. But this is where we're going, guys. And I don't know if we can fix it at this point.